Dear people on the left, we need to have a talk. I am seeing way too many comments of people who are praising this storm, people that are rejoicing that these little kids are drowned and all these people were killed in the storm yesterday. Do you want to end up like MAGA? Because that's exactly how you end up like MAGA. I've seen comments like, hey MAGA, remember when you said this is exactly what you voted for? Well, this is exactly what you voted for. Or, serves them right. Who cares anyway? These kids are probably the next generation of MAGA. To which I want to remind you, that's how I grew up. I grew up the kid of one of these type of people, and I didn't stay that way. Now, were some of these kids gonna grow up to be stupid assholes like their parents? Maybe, but can we at least give them the chance to not be first? And I'm all about hitting them with an atheist comeback, but at least make them set it up first. Because telling them things like, this is what your God gave you for voting for Trump, wrong time, wrong place. Now, if somebody said, God spared my child, that's when you hit them with it. That's when you say, well, who was it who sent that storm to begin with, I wonder? You can totally use that line to point out hypocrisy, but if you're using it to attack somebody who just lost a child, I'm sorry, but that's vile. And I also want to remind you that not everybody in Texas votes red, and there are a lot of people who have kids in this state who do not vote red. But do you know how MAGA got to be MAGA? Because they felt ignored, they felt pissed off, they felt like the government was working against them. Does this sound familiar? Now, we know that they believe that because they were fed a bunch of propaganda and lies, but they still had the same convictions that you probably have right now. And our rage is justified, our grief is real. But the goal here is to not end up like them. If we have a whole country of these type of people, only they're on different sides, I don't want to be here for that. If we start celebrating their death, we're not the resistance, we're the sequel. Now, when COVID was at its worst and a bunch of the COVID deniers that were spreading a lot of misinformation ended up dying off, I kind of felt happy about that. And I did not like that about myself at that time. Sure, these people were causing problems. They were making life hard for people around them. And when they died, I didn't want to celebrate that because it made me kind of feel dirty. I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes I did. Sometimes I was just like, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. But if one of their kids died of COVID or one of their family members that didn't vote for this and weren't spreading this misinformation died, I was empathetic. All I'm saying here is take the fight to the people who are bringing the fight. Their kids didn't have anything to do with it. We have to be better than them, because if not, what are we fighting for? And is it worth having?